everybody, Steve Harvill with Creative Ventures, and welcome to our latest edition of Over Coffee. I want to talk to you about an element from our Elegant Simplicity platform, our strategy all around simplicity, one of the strategies that we work with companies the most on. This is called the problem with choice, or you may be more familiar with it as the paradox of choice. In 2004, psychologist Barry Schwartz published a fairly epic study that showed that the more choices we get actually don't lead to any psychological benefit to us. So that if you think about it, from Baskin-Robbins 31 flavors to the 1,161 different toilet brushes you can get on Amazon, choices have a tendency to confuse us. As the options increase, so does our time and effort related to those options. So simplicity is really about the thoughtful reduction of options. It's about planning and thinking down around what the critical essence of your outcome is. What do you need to get there to do that? How many steps do you need? For those of you that have worked with us in the past, you'll know that we are focused on never more than 3 steps in anything. But the more options you give people, the more confusion and complexity comes into their ability to make a choice. And I'll give you a little exercise that we use in our Elegant Simplicity platform to prove my point. So go get a sheet of copy paper, just blank copy paper anywhere you can find one. I'll give you a second to find that. Or you can pause the video, go find it, come back. Probably a lot better than me sitting here staring into the camera. So let's say you've got your piece of paper now. I want you to take it in your left hand, close your eyes, and tear off one of the corners of the paper. So you would close your eyes, you'd lift the paper up, and you'd pick a corner and you would tear it off. Keep holding it in your left hand and then open your eyes. Now what you have is, some of you held the paper portrait style, some of you held it landscape, some of you tore this corner, some of you tore that corner, this corner, or that corner. Even though the directions were fairly simple, there were a multitude of results. So let's try the same thing with the same number of directions and watch how we get a single result. So take your piece of paper now in your hand and close your eyes again. Fold the paper in half. Crease it in the center. Go to the center of that crease and make one tear out. Tear a piece out of the center. Now open your eyes. It's in your left hand. You've got one corner torn, and now you've got a piece of the center torn. So if you open the paper now, you'll have a hole right in the middle. It doesn't matter whether you held the paper this way, whether you held it this way, makes no difference at all. Every single person will have a hole in the center of the paper. The idea is that even though there were still the same number of directions, the result is universal. So it depends on which directions and how many options you give someone related to those directions. The idea is to simplify so that it hits the exact target of your desired outcome. Think about using never more than 3 parts. We never use more than 3 directions in that exercise, because what you're looking for is to touch the heart and soul and emotion of simplicity. Thanks. Look forward to seeing you next time.